There's a lot of talk about instituting what the press is calling a billionaire's tax, but what is it and how does it work? Let's find out. First, we have to talk about how billionaires become billionaires. They aren't paid all that cash. In fact, some billionaires like Jeff Bezos are paid hardly anything at all. So where do those billions come from? These folks own a lot of stock in companies whose stock prices have gone sky high. 20 years ago, Amazon stock sold for about $11 a share. Now it's $3,500. Jeff Bezos owns a lot of that stock, so his net worth is reported at about $200 billion. But here's the thing. He's not paying any tax on that increased wealth. Until he sells the stock, he's not paying a dime. This is what is called an unrealized capital gain. And he's not alone. Plenty of billionaires, as well as lots and lots of multimillionaires, have trillions of dollars in unrealized capital gains, and they pay no taxes at all. Another loophole is the stepped-up basis. If someone with a lot of unrealized capital gains dies and leaves that stock to someone in their will, like children, the unrealized capital gain is wiped off the books and nobody will ever pay tax on it. We could close the stepped-up basis loophole, but there's a better way. Enter the billionaire's tax, and here's how it works. At the end of each year, everyone who owns stock will have to figure out whether their stocks gained or lost value. If there's a gain, they have to pay tax on that gain whether they sold the stock or not. If there's a loss, they get to write that loss off against future gains. To ensure that this tax only hits the wealthy and not the middle class, there could be a standard exemption for, say, the first, $25,000 of unrealized capital gains. Finally, this is not a wealth tax, which may be unconstitutional, as it doesn't directly tax wealth. It just redefines income in order to tax that income legally under the 16th Amendment. The billionaire's tax can be step one in finally making the super wealthy pay their fair share in taxes. Once that's implemented, we can move on to step two, whatever that turns out to be.